Ladies and gentlemen, g'day, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my car. We're doing another one of these car videos where I'm basically in my car reviewing certain things and certain aspects that I believe should be shown. Nonetheless, let us talk tanks, and let us talk World of Tanks Blitz. In case you didn't know, I made a video yesterday talking about the American Dream linked bundles. There was no dream about it, that's for sure. Definitely was not an American Dream that we all want. Or maybe it was the American Dream where you spend a shit ton of money to hopefully get some kind of gain out of. In terms of the linked bundles itself, I didn't feel like they were worth it whatsoever. So it kind of makes me feel like, well, why didn't Wargaming give us, a separate opportunity to, somehow get this tank, right? The new ATAC or the Atac, whatever you want to call it. So it was interesting to see why they didn't give us a separate opportunity. But now there is actually the Atac container, or rather the Atac containers that you can just downright purchase from the store. If you don't want to buy the linked bundles and spend almost $100 basically just to get 15 of those containers and a bunch of other containers as well. I'm not saying I would recommend, but here they are. This is the ATAC or the Atac containers for the Tier 9 American light tank. I basically refuse to even play this tank. Like I said, the gun is really nice. Other than that, it's pretty subpar. There's nothing special about it. In any way, shape or form, there is nothing special about this tank. I just feel like it's okay. It's meh. It's definitely not worth the price tag that is currently being offered for the tank in these crates. Now, don't forget, you need 30 of these charms. Every time you open a container, you get a charm. So you need to open 30 of these containers in order to get enough charms to hopefully get the tank. I believe you can purchase them for gold, which is actually a very nice change of pace. Thank you, Wargaming. Usually when a new tank comes out, a newer higher tier tank comes out, it's usually just for money. But the fact that they've also introduced it for gold is actually really refreshing. So if you really, really want the tank, you can just open 20 for 45,000 gold. Yeah, it's an expensive price tag. It is an expensive Tier 9 tank, but again, if you really, 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 really want the tank, it's going to cost you about 65,000 gold to guarantee to get the tank if you open 30 containers, right? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of gold. But I know there's plenty of people out there that have plenty of gold left over from various events and whatnot. So, it's understandable if they want to spend that gold on something like a new tank. Fair enough, understandable. Would I recommend doing it? Absolutely not. But then again, I'm not here to say you can't do or you can do certain things. It's completely up to you guys. But for me personally, as a community contributor, I'm here to tell you it is not worth it at all. 65,000 gold can get you many different tanks. In comparison to just getting you one tank guaranteed, a Tier 9 tank. So, yeah, it's quite expensive. But again, credit where credit is due. I give Wargaming credit for the fact that they introduced the tank with the opportunity to purchase it, of course, for gold. So, yeah, obviously it is in crates, as I said. It's purchasable for gold in crates. You have to purchase a certain number of crates, but you can purchase with gold. So that's a big up for me. That's a completely different strategy from having them in linked bundles and having us to purchase a bunch of other bullshit in order to get the containers that we actually want. So you get some credit there, Wargaming. It's slim, but you get some credit there. You get some credit. As for are these containers worth it? No, they're not worth it. It's not worth it, man. Honestly, if you're a tank collector, even if you're a tank collector, I would say to you it's not worth it because you're spending 65,000 gold. It's not a cheap price. 65,000 gold is a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold. You could buy a lot of tanks with that gold. You can buy so much shit with that gold. And yet, for some reason, Wargaming think it was a good idea to, have a 65,000 gold price tag for this fucking thing right here. Look, from other CCs, they say the same thing, that this tank is average at best. And I have to agree with them. A lot of people that have played this tank again say the tank is average at best. If you just want to have the tank, here's your chance. I've already gone through the statistics on this thing. The gun is pretty decent. The armor is basically non-existent. It's quite mobile, which is quite nice. Other than that, there really is no redeeming features on this tank, to be honest with you. Now, if you do purchase these containers, you can get gold out of them, which is actually not bad. You can possibly get a massive container. There's obviously, you know, boosters and camouflages and whatnot. The usual suspects that you'll see in these containers. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of speculation lately and a lot of talk about Wargaming's monetization in Blitz and just how bad it's been over the years. And I have to agree with a lot of people that are talking about, I mean, I've voiced my opinions many times about it. I've said how much I don't like crates and I don't like how some new tanks are released. For instance, the ATAC, the Atac. Why did it need to be in link bundles and now it's in crates? Yes, you can purchase the crates for gold, which is fair enough. You know, I'm all for having something that is not purchasable just from money. You know, it's nice to see that they're doing something a bit different. So I'm all for that. But again, having a 65,000 gold price tag for something that is not worth even, in my opinion, 11,000 gold for a tier 9, for a mid tier 9 tank. I honestly, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I'm going to say, I've said it once, I've said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. It is not worth it. So don't even bother trying to get this thing because it's not worth it. If you desperately want this tank and you're lucky enough to get it on your first crate, congratulations. You are blessed with RNG. But for the rest of us plebs, we have absolute crap luck. We are going to have to purchase the 30 containers and say adios to our 65,000 gold. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. This is a short video, just me ranting basically about these stupid containers. Look after your friends and family. Tomorrow's video is going to be an interesting one. I think you're going to enjoy it because I think most people didn't really realize that this is actually happening. And honestly, I had no idea about it too. Now, tomorrow is tomorrow is July the 4th. So may the 4th be with you. Sorry, not May the 4th. July the 4th, which is like a celebration, like a Veterans Day thing, I think, or I don't know what it's meant to celebrate. I'm not American, so I don't really know, but apparently it's like American Independence Day or something, probably. So you are going to be able to get yourself the Sherman Easy 8, the T8, the T7 version, the tutorial tank. So that is going to come out. And you will be able to get that tank hopefully tomorrow. I maybe will make a video, maybe not, I don't know. But again, the video that I've made that I was going to upload 2 days ago, it's going to upload tomorrow. Stay tuned for that because I think there's going to be a lot of you that are going to have a lot to say about what I've posted. Because trust me, it is such an issue. It is such a stupid issue that does not need to be that way. But it is. So I think you're really going to have some feedback on what I have to say. And hopefully you guys agree. If you don't agree, of course, I'm always open for feedback. You know that. I'm always open for criticism. I like to listen to your comments and read what you have to say. So don't be hesitant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Peace out. I've got to keep driving now before I cause an accident. Au revoir. Bye.